This video is just for educational purpose only. And today I'll be talking about trading, everything about trading. Then we dive into perpetual trading. All right. Okay. Now, what is trading? Okay, trading simply means buying and selling something to make a profit. That's a normal definition for trading. Yeah. In financial terms, it usually means buying and selling things like stock, crypto, or currencies like dollar and euros. The goal is simple: buy at low price, sell at a higher price, and keep the profit. So some people trade quickly within minutes or hours, while others hold for days, week, or longer. You can also trade by predicting whether price will go up or down, like in futures trading. So in short, trading is making money by smart buying and selling. So there's no difficult thing about trading. Though I call it betting though. Trading is like betting. It's like you're betting. You're predicting you're predicting what will happen. Okay, now for instance, I'm to buy a coin at a very low price, and then I predict that the coin will pump. So I will not buy it. Once I buy it, that's if my prediction um works out, then I will make profit. So that's the simple thing about trading. Yeah. Now, what is futures trading? Futures trading is like predicting the future price of something. Yes, predicting the future price of something. Yeah. So that's the meaning of future trading. Like Bitcoin, like gold or oil. You're not buying the real thing. You are just betting on whether the price will go up or down. So that's the thing. You are betting. So if you know you're someone that don't know how to bet, um this trading is really not for you. Yeah, because trading you lose sometimes and you win sometimes. So that's how it is. Sometimes you might just bet now, you might predict that the thing will pump and it dumps. Once it dumps, you are now on loss. Yeah, but sometimes, most times, um especially when you buy low, it tends to pump. So that's the main thing about futures trading. Let's say you think Bitcoin will go up, you buy it. If you're right, you make the money. If you think it will drop, you sell. If you're right, you still make money. You don't need to be rich to start some platform. So let's get started with small amount. But be careful, you make money fast in trading and also lose it fast, especially if you don't understand what you are doing. It's like riding a fast bike, exiting but risky if you don't learn first. So trading is really a risky game. There are some persons that have started with no understanding. They end up at loss. Yeah. Yes, especially those forex traders that don't know anything. Some persons that don't know anything about forex, if they join forex trading, they will end up living at the forex. Yeah. So now futures trading is kind of easier. It's not like forex trading. Futures trading is kind of easier. But when you understand how the thing works and you are able to analyze and do some certain things, you make the best out of it. Alright. So now quickly let me go to the app we'll be using. As I said, the name of the app is MEXC. So MEXC is the name of the app we'll be using for trading. So if you've not installed the app, do well to install it so we can get started. Alright. So now let me show you some things you need to know in this MEXC. So now you can see from here, this is my wallet, and you can see I'm under overview. This overview of my wallet, you can see. Now when you want to start trading, the first thing to do, if you have money there in your wallet, you just click on transfer. You can see here, you transfer. You can see. So I'll transfer everything from my spot to my futures. You can see it here. Now click on transfer. But mind you, you're only transferring the amount you want to use for the trade. If you want to use $5, you transfer $5. If you want to use everything on your balance, you transfer everything. But it's risky to start with all your balance. As a beginner, you need to start with something really low. Yeah. Then when you make profit, you take it out. That's how we go. Alright. So now click on trade. Right. So I'm done with that now. So you can see now, let's go to futures. You click on futures here. You can see the money has appeared here in my futures wallet, right? It has appeared here in my futures. All right. So the next thing to do, futures, money is here in my futures now. The next thing to do, just come here, click on futures, right? Click on futures. So this is where we're going to do the trade. You click on futures, then the name of the coin. I'll be dropping the coin for every coin we'll be using. Once I drop the coin, and the signal. You just come here and search. Okay, assuming the name of the coin is Asta, right? I said Asta USDT. So once you search, you just have to come here and search. Or the name of the coin is dog. You just have to come here and search. So the coin can be anything, but you just have to come here and search. As I said, once you search, you see all these ones. So assuming I'm using S Asta, you can now see there are two type of Asta here. So you just have to get the one we are using. You just have to know the one we are using. So this is the one we are using. This first one, Asta USDT, right? Okay, assuming this is the coin. Not this is not the coin, but assuming this is the coin we'll be using for trade, right? So you just select Asta USDT. So the next thing to know about trading, as a beginner, you should not start. Okay, once you start trading, you can see once you click on futures and you've selected your coin, the next thing to do, you click on this. If yours is showing cross, so let me explain cross and isolated. All right, so isolated, um in fact isolated is what I use most times. In fact isolated is advisable for everybody to start with, right? But cross is not. Let me tell you the difference. Okay, isolated, once you start trading on an isolated, whatever amount you start to use, that's the amount that will continue with the, like, that's the amount you that will that will be used to the trade. Yes. Why cross trading? If you use $5 for if you have like, let me say I have like $19 and I selected course and I confirmed, right? Then I started trading. If if I'm on loss, course this course I selected, it will give the trading access to my remaining balance. You get, so it will be adding up so that my I will not be liquefied in the trade, right? Then isolated, as I said, that's what is advisable. It will not touch your balance. It will not touch any other balance. Just the amount you use for the trade. That's what will continue. Even though you are liquefied, you just end there. But of course, we add up from your balance. If your trade is going deep, like you are on loss, cost will go and take the other balance, add it to the trade. Automatically, you are not doing anything, but the cost will be taking it so that you will not be liquefied. So it's not advisable to start with cost. You start with isolated, then confirm. So now the next thing you need to know, you can see from here, this is our leverage. This is our leverage. Right, on leverage, you just have to start with, if you're a beginner, start with 5x. Yes, 5x, that's what is advisable, right? 5x is advisable, so start with 5x. Now no, the more your leverage, the more you're earning, the more your loss too, right? So if you are using a leverage of 50x, you will get profit fast, you also get loss fast. Yes, that's the thing about it. So it's advisable to start with 5x. Yes, 5x, yes, so you don't go too deep, because once you started with 50x and then the trade goes down, you will lose a lot of money very fast. You will lose it fast. All right, so you confirm once you've made this 5x, you are now good to go. All right, so now the next thing to note is okay, you can see from here market, and you click on this market, you see limit, market, trigger, and so on. The only ones we are using is just limit and market. All right, we're just using limit and market. All right, so if we are to start a trade and the thing just dump without anybody knowing, if you are to start a trade and the thing just dump, you can just go with market price. Yes, you can go with market price, and that means the current price of, you can see the current price is 1.712. You can see it's dumping and so on. But if you are using limit, you can automatically set a fixed price, so that once it gets back to that price, it will trigger it, right? So let me just use the limit is 1000, 1.7, right? So now if this trade, you can see the trade is at 1.7001, right? So if it dips down to 1.7000, it will trigger it. Then anything after that will be either profit or loss. So that's it, right? All right, so that's that for this limit and market. So market will give you, you can use the market will give you the current price. That means you are buying or selling at the current market price. Then limit is something you just add manually. Okay, let me say I want the limit to be 1.6900. That means before the trade will start, before it will kick off, the price has to dip to this amount. that's to dip to this amount first, then it will trigger the trade and um start pumping or dumping. Yeah, so that's that. Then once you've known this, the next thing now is the amount of asta you want to get, right? The amount. If you are using 100%, you just come here, you highlight everything, right? This will tell you if you are using your full balance to get it. You come here, you select 100%, you can see. But if you are using half, you come here, you select half, you can see the amount I'm using, 8.788 USDT, right? Or you can just come here and reduce it, or you can just add the amount you want to use. So remember, I have about so let me use 10%. Let me show you something. All right, that means I'm using 3.38 USDT, 10% of my balance, right? Okay, so that's that. So once you've added this, if you want to use your all your balance, you can use all your balance 100%, but make sure you just deposit something that you can start with. As I said, transfer only what you want to use for the trade. All right, so once you've done that, the next thing to note now is this TP and SL. You can see here TP and SL. So you click on this TP and SL, you can see, then click on advanced. Click on advanced. Then I'll be giving the TP, the take profit, and also trigger price, right? If the trade is short, we'll go for short. If it's long, we'll go for long, right? So let me explain how this thing is. So now for long, long means you are predicting the trade will go up, it will pump. That's what long means. Why short? It means you are predicting the trade will go down, it will dump. Yes, so that's what it means. Long means you are predicting the trade will go up, that means it will pump. Short means you are predicting the trade will go down, that means it will dump. So let me continue now. Click on advanced, and then I might just give you the trigger price. Yes, the take profit price, you get take profit price. Okay, let me say my take profit price is 50%. That means once at 50%, once I make 50% of whatever I use for the trade, it will just take profit, and that will be where the trade will end. Then stop loss. Assuming the trade did not favor me, I start the trade and then the trade was not, it was not dumping and eating my capital I used. I can just add stop loss here, like 15%, 10%, you get. So once this 10% has been reached, like once the trade has dumped, like 10% of my balance has gone out, maybe I'm on loss and the 10% has gone out, it will just close the trade and keep my remaining capital. Then this take profit, as I said, if 50%, if it has gotten to 50%, it will just take profit, take my capital out too. So that's how it is, right? So that's how it is. You can also make here 5%. Once you've lost 5%, you can, the trade will just close automatically, right? So now, as I said, short is the opposite of it. Short is you are predicting the trade will dump, right? Then you can also add your price too. You take profit at 50% or 30%. Once you've made 30% of your capital, the trade will close. Then trigger price, stop loss, let's say 5%. Once you've lost 5%, the trade will also close. All right, so that's everything you need to know about this trading. Yes, that's everything you need to know. So once I drop the signal, I'll be adding take profit and take profit stop loss, right? Once I drop it, you just have to come here. If the trade is long, you select long, you add the take profit, you add the stop loss. Then if the trade is short, you add your take profit and also your stop loss, right? So once you've done that, the next thing to do, okay, you now have to come here, right? So let me just do something quickly. So I'm using, okay, I'm using 0.676 dollar, right? So now let me show you quickly. I've selected 5x leverage, so I'll click on limit. So you can see the thing has even dumped now. So let me just set it as 1416444. You can see, okay, I set this as 16400, right? So let's hope the thing dump. Now let me show you next something else. So as I said, advanced, click on advanced, right? So let me add my trigger profit. Let me see, once I'm on 20%, once I'm 5% loss, right? You can see it. Now click on confirm. So the next thing to do, you just once you've added that, take profit 20%, stop loss 5%. Then I'll click on open long. You can see it, open long or short. So I'll click on open long. Stop loss price of long position should be lower than the average price of open position. Okay, let's say 10%. This is too much. 30. Confirm. Okay, it's not working now, but I'll just see. I will add it. I'll be dropping stop loss and also the take profit. So once you've added that, you just have to select it and then you open long or open short. So that's how you do it. You open long or open short, then you sell short. You can see it here. That's how you do the trading. So there's really nothing difficult about trading. You just have to learn how it works and then you can start. Alright. So now for the signal, once you've learned all these things, you just have to wait for signal. Signal don't drop every day. Yes, because market is not always good every day. So once signal drop, you must be active to start immediately. You just copy whatever thing I dropped and then you fill it in. Right? You fill it in your trade. That's all, and you can start trading open long or open short. So that's that for now. I think this is where I'll be ending the video. All right.